A moment no one ever imagined finally happened last night, right in front of the HYBE building. A new chapter in K-pop history was written. Thousands of fans from two of the biggest fandoms, ARMY and Blink, gathered not for a concert or a fan meeting, but to give their full support to the emotional duet between BTS's JUNGKOOK and Blackpink's Lisa through the song Tampamu, Without You. When the song was first released, it already shook the world. But tonight, when the giant screen outside HYBE played an exclusive live performance of Tampamu with deeply emotional visuals, the cheers from 45 million fans made the ground seem to tremble. Jungkook silent on stage dressed in a black suit with purple accents, Jungkook stepped onto a makeshift mini-stage. As thousands of light sticks lit up in chants of Jungkook, Lisa, echoed, he swallowed hard, trying to hold back his emotions. I didn't expect this. I thought it was just a small song from the heart. But you all turned it into history, he said with a trembling voice. He covered his face briefly. The camera caught a tear falling, not out of sadness, but disbelief at the harmony and sincerity of the fans. Lisa cries and hugs Jungkook. Lisa, wearing a pure white dress and a pink metallic jacket, stood a few meters away. As she walked closer and saw thousands of banners that read, "We're always here for you," she covered her mouth and began to cry. I thought the world would reject this collaboration. But you made us feel accepted, even loved, Lisa said before hugging Jungkook on stage. The fans screamed louder than ever. Global support floods in not only in Korea, but support from all over the world poured in. The hashtag #TampamuJKLisa trended at #1 in more than 70 countries within 10 minutes. In Times Square, New York, digital billboards showed slow-motion footage of Lisa and Jungkook shaking hands with fans. Billboard called their duet the healing song of the generation. CNN reported that Tampamu had become a new symbol of global fandom unity. BBC Music reviewed it as, rarely does a piece not only unite two major artists, but also two vastly different worlds. Usually, ARMY and Blink are known for being intense and competitive. But not tonight. On the west side, a Blink held a sign, Jungkook, Lisa deserves you. On the east side, an ARMY held, Lisa, thanks for inspiring our golden magne. They sang together, held hands, and even shared light sticks. Behind the scenes at HYBE, in a behind-the-scenes clip leaked by HYBE staff, Jungkook said, "I'll never forget tonight. They didn't just support our song, they healed my fear of opening up." Lisa added, "I used to be afraid of being hated. But now I know, their love is bigger than fandoms. It's pure, it's real." Tampamu turned out to be not just a love song between two people, but also about loss, longing, courage, and forgiveness. And that night, the world celebrated it, not as Jungkook and Lisa's alone, but as a song for anyone who's ever felt incomplete without someone. After the crowd dispersed, Lisa and Jungkook were pulled back into HYBE's soundproof studio. Internal cameras kept rolling, because HYBE knew, this wasn't just a performance. It was history. Lisa sat on a black sofa, still holding tissues, her eyes puffy but smiling. Jungkook stood by a one-way window, watching the fans who refused to leave even after the event ended. Lisa, I forgot we were on camera. Jungkook, smiling faintly, that's because you sang with your heart. A moment of silence. Then they laughed, free and light, like two young people who had just weathered a storm and finally saw a rainbow. Lisa, I thought we'd be booed today. Jungkook, I even practiced pretending to be strong for a week. Didn't need it. Lisa, laughing, nudging him, total fail. A manager walked in with 2 water bottles and said, HYBE wants you both to go up to the 15th floor. Someone from YG is there too. Lisa and Jungkook looked at each other, half nervous, half curious. A bold proposal from the CEOs at the top floor of HYBE, 2 CEOs, Bang Si-hyuk of HYBE and Hwang Bok-young of YG, sat in a rarely used conference room. The same one where BTS debuted. Bang PD-nim smiled as they entered. You've done something even management couldn't imagine, he said. The YG CEO added, this isn't just a success. This is an emotional revolution. Then they presented a surprising idea. What if Tampamu didn't stop as just a song, but became a cross-agency project, a documentary, mini-duet concert, and a collaborative album about healing? Jungkook, I want to continue. But only if we stay genuine. Lisa, And only if we stay ourselves. Bang Si-hyuk smiled wide. That's enough. The next morning, the world shook again at 8 o'clock Korea Standard Time. Both HYBE and YG posted a cinematic poster, Clapperboard, Tampamu, The Moment We Chose Love, Spiral Calendar coming soon, worldwide release studio microphone starring JUNGKOOK and Lalisa Manaban. Fans flooded social media again. Many wrote, this isn't just about idol love. It's about the courage to unite two worlds. They're human too. And they love honestly. We support that. The true project begins, Project T, the truest. 3 days later, HYBE and YG's internal production teams went to work. A collaboration team was formed, 12 video editors, 8 senior cameramen, 4 music producers from both agencies, 1 shared vocal coach. Day 1, the documentary began in YG's dance studio, where Lisa usually trains. But there was no choreography. Just a piano, 2 microphones, and a long sofa where Lisa and JUNGKOOK sat face to face. Lisa, in a gray hoodie, nervously held the lyrics. Lisa, the title is by Nganmu, Your Shadow, right? JUNGKOOK nodded. I wrote it when I knew I had to be far from you. The piano started gently. They read the lyrics, still not singing. Behind the stage, I looked for your eyes, but only your shadow stared back at me. Lisa fell silent, then whispered, this is more honest than any Blackpink song I've ever sung. JUNGKOOK, because I didn't write this as an idol. I wrote it as me. There was no dancing. No performance. Just real voices. Feelings. Longing. 2 hearts no longer hiding. Microphone Scene 2, Vocal Training and Opening Up. Day 5, vocal training took place in HYBE's basement studio, with a coach who had worked with Taeyong and Rose. Lisa struggled with the high notes in By Nganmu. Lisa, I can't, this is too high. JUNGKOOK, then we lower the key. But don't lower the heart. She looked down. The camera caught her tears, not from the notes, but from the pressure of an industry that punishes vulnerability. JUNGKOOK held her hand. We don't have to be perfect anymore, Lise. We just have to be real. Laptop computer fan reactions to documentary leaks. A 3-minute teaser from their vocal practice went live on HYBE's YouTube channel. It hit 75 million views in 9 hours. Top comments, this isn't acting. This is raw. I'm not ARMY or Blink. But from today, I support both of them. Hashtags like hashtag Young Lisa Project and hashtag Tampamu the Doc trended globally again. DVD, a duet album, not about dating, but about courage. In one interview, JUNGKOOK said, we're not trying to be an idol couple. We're just 2 people healing each other's wounds through music. Lisa added, this album isn't about romance. It's about the courage to love, even when everyone says not to. The album title was officially announced, Optical Disc Tampamu, The Unseen Side, Spiral Calendar coming fall 2025. Headphone 9 duet tracks plus 1 solo. Each film projector includes exclusive documentary and intimate live stage candle. Final scene. The world is no longer the same. At the end of episode 1, we see JUNGKOOK and Lisa sitting on a park bench at night. No makeup. No stylist. No fancy camera. Lisa, if all this had to end, would you regret it? JUNGKOOK, I'd only regret never trying. The park light flickers, the camera fades to black, but their story is just beginning.